like to welcome you to BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth. Speaker Pro Tem of the state of Maryland, Delegate Adrienne Jones. How are you?
Hi, Doni. I'm doing fine.
Good. What's the word?
Well, as you well know, this is election time. We're about less than a week away from early voting. The first time Maryland is doing it. We encourage people to come out. They got choices. They got 10 days to vote prior to the primary, including the primary. And I encourage our citizens from throughout the state to carefully look at the candidates that they are voting for. Know about what the office entails. I'm saying this, Donnie, because I get a lot of people who ask, what does this office do? What does that? And you'd be surprised. You can't assume people know. And so I encourage people to look at the candidates that they're choosing from.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'll say this on the radio. Most of my family lives out the Liberty Road corridor. Do African Americans understand how much power they have?
I don't really think so. Some do. Those who are engaged, involved in their community as community association presidents or involved, but too many do not, and I encourage them to do so, and they don't realize the real power. It's power in the people. I know it's an old expression, but it does mean something.
I mean, in the state of Maryland, if we constitute 30% of the population, I've seen it in past elections how the African American vote can swing an election. And now that you're trying to elect a new county executive, and considering the numbers in northwest Baltimore County from Woodlawn around to Pikesville, I believe that African Americans can swing that election too.
Oh, definitely, definitely. But the key is coming out. We had record numbers coming out 2008 for the Obama presidency, but the real power is in local offices, your county executive, county council, state offices. So I encourage people not to sit home and don't say, oh, it doesn't matter. It does matter. Every vote counts. There's too many elections that had been lost for 2 or 3 votes. You can look down in history.
A lot of times I'm also critical of my even family members in Randallstown for never taking the time to go to a county council meeting, never going to a board of education meeting. Does the geographical challenge being that our people live in Northwest, but yet Towson is the county seat. Is that a good enough reason to make an excuse?
No, the county seat is the county seat. It's not going to move around to accommodate where people live. This is a large county. People come from all over to come to the Towson seat to voice their concern. There's different modes of transportation. There's car, bus, and if they need just calling, they can get a ride, call various offices. I think that's not the problem. That's just an excuse.
I've heard it also that many African Americans who've moved to Northwest Baltimore County still vote in Baltimore City.
I don't like to see that, but
have you heard
getting
that?
better. I've heard that, not so much now, but they're still they've been selective in terms of particularly when they hadn't had choices. But since the early 90s, they've had choices to vote for people who look like them. So that keeps them whole.
One more rather critical question.
Yes, sir.
I don't understand how in Northwest Baltimore County, these are our wealthiest African Americans in the greater Baltimore area, but politically, people don't even know who their 3 delegates are, their state senator, who that is, who the county council person is, how all of these things play on a local, state, and federal level. It's like we are smart enough to buy $300,000 houses, but we don't know who our representatives are. When over in Reisterstown and Pikesville, I best believe people know who's who and what's what.
Well, ouch on that one.
I just want us to be able to use our power and know the power, and then be able to use it to effect change.
The key is that we have that power. We have that power, and I am encouraged. The last master plan meeting that the county had in March, we had the largest number in the whole county. So if that's an indication that people really want to get involved in their community, I hope so. So I hope that transfers through the community organizations, and we're going to keep the word out and try to keep working with them. So
Okay. Any predictions on this county exec race?
the one who wins is the one with the most votes.
Thank you for your time.
You're quite welcome.
Good deal. The one and only Speaker Pro Tem of the state of Maryland, Delegate Adrienne Jones. We love and appreciate you.
Sure. Thanks.
Keep watching BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth.